In the annals of history, there are moments that defy expectation where the tides of fate turn against the mightiest of empires. Prepare to witness an epic tale of courage and cunning that shook the foundations of the ancient world. This is the story of how a small nation stood against the unstoppable force of the Mongol Empire and emerged victorious. In the 13th century, the Mongol Empire conquered most of Asia and Europe. They were feared as invincible. But on the rivers of Vietnam, their mighty fleet met a shocking defeat. This is the story of the Battle of Bạch Đằng. The year was 1288. The Mongol Empire, led by Kublai Khan, had set its sights on the kingdom of Đại Việt, modern-day Vietnam. With a vast army and a fleet of over 500 ships, the Mongols seemed unstoppable. They had already subjugated China and were poised to extend their dominion over Southeast Asia. But the Vietnamese, led by the brilliant strategist Trần Hưng Đạo, had other plans, drawing upon the lessons of history and the unique geography of their homeland. They devised a daring strategy to turn the tide against the invaders. As the Mongol fleet sailed up the Bạch Đằng River, confident in their superior numbers and firepower, they were unaware of the trap that awaited them. The Vietnamese had carefully studied the tides and prepared a deadly surprise beneath the waters. At low tide, Trần Hưng Đạo forces had driven iron-tipped wooden stakes into the riverbed, concealing them beneath the surface. As the Mongol ships advanced, the Vietnamese lured them deeper into the river with a feigned retreat. When the tide began to rise, the trap was sprung. The Vietnamese counterattacked with fireships and smaller, more maneuverable vessels. Caught off guard and hemmed in by the rising waters, the Mongol fleet found itself impaled upon the hidden stakes. Panic spread through the Mongol ranks as ship after ship was punctured and began to sink. The river ran red with blood as the invaders struggled against the combined assault of nature and Vietnamese ingenuity. In the chaos that ensued, the Vietnamese pressed their advantage. Their smaller boats darted between the floundering Mongol vessels, raining arrows and fire upon the confused enemy. The once mighty Mongol army, accustomed to victory on land, found itself at the mercy of the river and its defenders. By the time the battle ended, the Bạch Đằng River had become a graveyard of Mongol ships. The invincible conquerors had been humbled, their grand ambitions dashed upon the shores of Đại Việt. The Battle of Bạch Đằng stands. It's a testament to the power of strategy and the indomitable spirit of a people fighting for their homeland. It marked the end of Mongol expansion into Southeast Asia and secured Vietnam's independence for centuries to come. In the face of overwhelming odds, Trần Hưng Đạo and the Vietnamese people had achieved the impossible. They had defeated the mightiest empire the world had ever known, proving that with courage, ingenuity, and a deep understanding of one's own strengths, even the most formidable foe can be vanquished.